Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I'm talking about the release date for Subnautica Below Zero on consoles. So every time I post a video, that's usually one of the questions I get, which is when is this releasing on consoles? So I've been throwing out kind of an arbitrary date of April, just a general, hey, in sometime in the month of April. Now that's come out of other people informing me that that's been said from the dev team, but I haven't actually seen anything that says, hey, this is concrete. And the reason for that I'm going to get to here in a minute, but they do say sometime early 2020 is going to be the 1.0 release, right, for the game. So that's just an easy thing to point to because the first quarter of the year ends in April. So that's early 2020. So let's go ahead and just check out a couple different websites here. And these are just things that the dev team has put out, and I'll actually make sure that this is in the description, all of these links, so you guys can look at this as well, read it a little bit more in depth here. But right here off the bat, we are planning to ship Below Zero on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Our goal is to ship simultaneously with PC version 1.0. So they're trying to release the console versions with the PC version. But, and this is the big thing here, but it's probably too soon to know if that's realistic. We have more work to do to make Below Zero as good as it can be before releasing it on any platform. Another big thing that they say within this, though, is they actually have to kind of work on the technical infrastructure across both the original Subnautica and Below Zero. So they're actually going to be shipping updates to Subnautica on Xbox and PlayStation 4 as part of this process. What I think that means is because they've updated the engine for Below Zero and they actually did a release for Subnautica, and I've covered some of that on the channel here, I think they're doing that as well to actually make sure that that infrastructure is where it needs to be in order to move forward. If you go back to Favreau, this is the console roadmap here. README, it just basically states that there are a bunch of changes that they're trying to get done and that anything can change at any time for any reason, right? So it's a technical thing that they're really trying to get done with all of this. This is the done section here, right, underneath README. And then milestone 2 kind of seems like this is where they're at right now. And then we have milestone 3, 4, and then 5. So milestone 4 is the certification process, and then milestone 5 is actually submitting that cert so that they can release the game there. And you can see the difference with the tags because it has PlayStation 4, and then you have the green one here which says Xbox. Now, this was something that the team put out, what was it, like August or something like that? I don't know if it has it, the exact date on here, 6 months ago. And with this, one of the things that they were talking about is our next big internal milestone is content complete on October 31st, 2019, just under 4 months away, right? So backtrack from there. It's one of those things is trying to hit that. The team felt rushed, and it wouldn't be everything that they wanted the game to be. So they've actually just completely dismissed that and said, hey, we're just going to work on making this a great game. We're not trying to rush, which I think is good. Anytime you see something rushed, right, everybody's going to complain that it just feels like a half-finished game. So the goal is to ship 1.0 in early 2020, and it says, yes, we're being intentionally vague. We're doing our best to finish as soon as we can. Our commitment is to releasing a great game, not an arbitrary date on the calendar. So with that, like I said, I don't have anything to substantiate just April as a general month, but what I can tell you is first quarter, right, ends in April, and that's early 2020. Now they're not held to any date, and them being vague is they don't want to say, hey, we're going to do this, and then tell everybody, nope, sorry, we got to bump it again, because then everybody's just going to be upset at that. So even though it says early 2020, I mean, this could bump all the way into mid 2020. I don't know. But hopefully, fingers crossed, for anybody that's wanting to do this on console, you will see this with the PC release. So when you do see the PC release date, whenever they announce an official release date, as they get closer to being done, just know that that actually means it should be coming to consoles at the same time. Now, they've also stated that, hey, they're early in the process, that may not work out how they want it to, so maybe a little bit later, but fingers crossed everybody gets it at the same time. I don't know why they didn't do early access this go around for consoles like they did with the original. My only assumption is the infrastructure that they're talking about, that they actually have to update across both the original and this one, is the reason for that. And that's actually a huge chunk of what you see over here. Performance and stability stuff, right? They're doing testing, they're trying to build automation and addressable, all these different things that they're working on. So hopefully that answers anybody's questions on this. If you guys have more questions or if you have more info, definitely let me know in the comment section below. If you guys want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit that subscribe button for me, and thanks so much for watching.